Crafty Ones. This is Pam with Pam's Paper Place, and I have two things to show you. The finished snippet roll that I did a craft with me, and then I was going to show you my idea book that was a bit of a challenge that was going on with the Paper Outpost, with Pam at the Paper Outpost, her Facebook group. So I will show you that. And then I did trim up a little bit here and there of the snippet roll along the edges a little bit. So this is what we have, and what you can do with this is you can make it a pocket. You could snip off some for part of an embellishment. You can add it on the edge of a page. You can just snip it up and use it how you want. So I loved doing that. That was really fun. Pretty. And then I added buttons later. So that's what we sewed together. And then here is the idea book. I used a book cover, which was about 9.5 by 6. This goes over the edge a little bit. And then I cut up a tablecloth. The cover was green, which I kept because there was some green in here and green in there. So I just put the tablecloth over it, and then I added these shabby rose here and this little flower in the center, these prima flowers and a butterfly, and then a little calling card, which was a digi, and I can't remember which one, and then these little flowers. I put some dyed cheesecloth here and here, and this just has a nice little scallop border. There's 3 signatures here, and then I added this pretty vintagey shabby chic fabric and these fluffy little shabby flowers. And the idea for this is, it's an idea book. And I need to put ideas on here. I don't know how I want to do that. Maybe stamp it, but I just haven't done that yet. So let's open it up. I also used some scrapbook paper, and right at the moment I can't think what it is, but I thought it was pretty here because you could, add a date or title or something there too. Here's part of that shabby fabric. It's 3 signatures. It's beautiful paper, scrapbook paper. I did a little bit of stenciling. This was from a coloring book that I pieced together, because if you have a 2 single pages and you want them to be, in half, I had to piece them together with some washi tape. I like this because on this adult coloring book it had this book belongs to, so I could add my name there. And I could color these up if I wanted to. Here's some coffee dyed paper. Graph paper. So now I can add ideas here that I've seen, that I want to remember. So if I'm stumped or anything, I need an idea. This is a stencil. I love this coloring children's book. I loved all the colorful images, so pretty. So I added that to this album. Beautiful images. Here was a like a computer type paper. We have some ledger. This is from a cookbook that I pieced together with some washi. And then some of the children's book I just tore off and added that to the page just to give it some interest. And then I can add things here. Now, I think I had 15 pages. I have 3 signatures. And I think it made it a little chunky. I had to take some of my idea tags and stuff out because it was getting really chunky. Like, I didn't want it to be, I wanted it to open even, which this does here. I think next time I'd probably do 10 pages per signature. Here's some more like a stationery type paper. Now here's my first idea here, and I did take elements from, you know, tags and different things that I wanted to keep for ideas, and I put them in this book. You know, I had some that I bought journals, some were swaps, some were I bought journals, swap journals. I just took different, you know, some I won journals. I took different elements that I wanted to remember. Here's a really pretty tag that I want to remember this. I think it was stamped and collaged and button, and this was from Shar Fisher. This was a challenge that I had. That was I asked for a page, you know, an embellished page, and then I did add that to a book that I made later. Put all the pages together in a book, like a friendship book. So that was from Sharp Fisher, very pretty. This one was from a awesome tag book that I bought from Dale McBay. Not Too Shabby Chic. And I love the idea of this, so I put it in here. She added a stamp, a little image, and film strip, and a doily, and I love the stitching, so that's a reminder to make a pocket like that. Love that. Here, and I can't remember who gave me this. But I wanted it as a reminder to use a wallpaper, a thicker wallpaper, as a pocket with this, so I like that idea. And then I think this is a purchase that I made. It's a really cool cloth tag, so I wanted that as an idea. This was part of a journal. I did a swap with Cindy Wilson with Tattered Snippets, and this was in a farm journal. So I thought that was cool, just as an idea to use, you know, vintage cross stitch or embroidery and to sew around it, and I like that idea. So thank you, ladies. Here's one of my little fabric clusters, and I just wanted to add a little element there. And just as a reminder to add little fabric clusters. Then I have more room to add ideas. Here, I think this is a purchase that I bought, and I just wanted a reminder to maybe make something like this with all the little layered fabrics and laces on there. This was a date, what do you call this? It's on a file folder. I had made this. It's collaged, and I like that, so I just wanted that as a reminder. And I have made large collage sheets and then photocopied them, and then you could cut them up. This is the middle of the first signature. I love this pocket here too, and I believe this was a page swap that I did with the group Studio 28E, I believe. Could have been a different group, but yeah, it might have been. But this has lots of little tucks, and there's one here. Isn't that cute? And then you have one here. And this was from, did I say? Look at this. A lot of detail. No, I'm trying to remember. And then there's this here. Isn't that gorgeous? So and then it's on a book page. So that was a great idea. Let me think. Who was this from? Oh, this is Lawanda. I tried to write it on the back if I could. Lawanda Bachelor. So I love that idea. I want to remember that. More room for ideas. I just stamped here. This, I made a little pocket so that I could store this tag, and I like that. It's got lace and ribbon and cutouts and children's book page, lace, ribbon on one of these. And this was from, I believe it's from Imperial Blues. from Germany. Imperial, I believe, sent me this in a page swap. I thought that was adorable. I hope that was who it was from. Then I just tore that for interest there. There's part of a cookbook there. We got ledger paper. More writing spaces, children's book. It's so fun and colorful. Look at the elephant there. Little elephant. And as I said, I had to take some stuff out because it was too bulky. So I think next time I'd put 10 pages instead of 15. Here was a adult coloring book, and there's a tuck right here. And that was the first signature. Here I just made a tuck out of this envelope, and so I just wanted to remind myself to make, use my envelope maker to make envelopes. And then also I think there's an idea that you can, which I haven't done yet, but you can put paper inside here, like a little note paper, and then use it like that. So I just kept that open for now. Scrapbook tape paper, more paper here. There's another that colorful, fun children's book. And then I did a swap with Lehman, Lace Covered Skies. And I love this idea with the little brads and the children's book. There's a little duck there, and I thought it was cute with these ducks here. So I added that for an idea. It's very cute. The book page. This is from a journal that I bought. I like the idea of the fabric and lace here for a tag. Cookbook page. I've got coffee dyed paper, graph, more coloring book with that awesome eagle, scrapbook paper. Then I just put a little paper ruffle here just to remind me, do something like that. And then here in the middle, I added this. This is from a page swap from Dawn H. Dawn H Creates. And she did this beautiful collaging here on here, and then added this awesome butterfly, really pretty paper. I think this is the first time she ever collaged, and she did an awesome job. Look how pretty that is. And then this tag here, I like how she adds this sparkly trim and yarn here, and the little embellishment there. So I thought that was cute. This little pocket tag look good with this page. And then I just added this, so I thought, if I wanted to make a little pocket and tuck something there. This was the adult coloring book. And then I got more spaces for writing. Children's book, that's so sweet. So colorful and fun. Here's another one that I had collaged on a index card. This was, I won a garden journal from, this was from Grammy's Keepsakes, Lori, and I thought it was really cool the way she added this guest check, a little tab here, and button and ruffles and lace, and it has a lot of neat elements on it. So I wanted that as a reminder. And then she put gesso on the back so you could write on it. So I love that. Great idea. And this is the end of the second signature. I love this tag, so I wanted to have this for an idea. There's just ribbons and lace and these cute little envelopes with a little diamond-like gems. And a word here with some lace. It's beautiful. Oops. Very pretty. And this was from LaWanda Bachelor also. So if I remember, and I hope I have everything right, I would put it on the back so I could give credit for that. It's beautiful. And then the third signature. So I have plenty of room. to write, and you know, I can add maybe a few things, but not too many bulky, so I think mostly it's going to be just written on. Here I made a pocket, and then this was from a purchase and I can't remember, but I thought it was really cool that this was on a piece of kind of like a linen fabric stitched around, and then a little fabric snippet here with this trim, and then this ball pin, Be Authentic. I thought that was really cute. And then you have this little booklet here. That's when Coffee died. So I like that idea. Whoops, hopefully I'm in the frame. So that was a great idea. Fun. So yeah, let's throw that out of a children's book. Here's a pretty tag. I backed this tag onto this paper and added it here. So I made a little flip over tag. See if I can remember. But this is neat. A little skinny tag with that dragonfly there. And then you have coffee dyed paper and trim. And then this cute little file folder so you could write on it. Now, who is this from? I don't remember. But it's beautiful. So there's an idea. Writing space. Owl. Here I have one of these flip tucks to remind me to make that. And then this, I believe, was Grammy's Keepsakes. Yes, Lori made this cool element. And it has this, it says breathe on there. And then you wind it around. It's got this awesome butterfly stamp. Looks like a vintage image from a garden book. And then it has a little tag to journal in. Isn't that awesome? I love that idea. Thanks, Lori. That was in that garden book that I was fortunate enough to win from her. So I thought that would be a great idea. And then this is, like there's a tuck here and a tuck here for different tags. Here's the middle of the third signature. I added this fabric ruffle here. This tag, beautiful tag, is from, and it's on like a postcard. This is from Sherry Smear with Studio 28E. I'm a design team member of hers, and I think she pulled my name from people who entered it, like a challenge or something, and I won a couple tags. I thought this is beautiful with the gems, how she sparkled it up, and I like this around the edge. I've never seen that before, a little eyelash trim. So I think that is beautiful. Great idea. Thanks, Sherry, for that. And then it's like a older looking postcard. Very beautiful. This here, they're all beautiful, is a little flip tag from Christy Stanfield, Burlap and Daily Bread. I won a journal from her. Yeah, I know. I tend to win a few things. Isn't this pretty? That seam binding. These little envelopes in the trim here, and then you could just fold that over the top. And you could also, I don't know, yeah, you could probably add a paper clip maybe under there if you didn't want it on the outside. Possibly. So that, love that idea. What else do we have? So I was excited to finish this because, you know, it's so hard to remember all the great ideas from everybody. I'm going to put this is my little Tim Holtz, you know, that slotted die cut. This is one of my little clusters as a reminder to myself to use that. And then these are from Dale McBay that I took out of the tag journal that I bought from her. There's a lot of things in the book, so I wanted to be able to remember to make these. Isn't that cute? Little like stamp and that lock, and love that. So I put that there. And she made this also. Isn't that beautiful with a little button and cheesecloth and seam binding? This pretty picture, little envelopes. I like a little envelope and vintage finds. Very pretty and dimensional. She did some stitching. Love that from Dale McBay. Then I think this is a purchase, and it's like little cute little, I like these little note things. So I stapled that on there to remind myself. Make something like that. And then here's a pocket. And here's another one of my little collages that I did on an index card to remind myself to do that. This is a beautiful tag that's been decoupaged, and it has these little envelopes. As you can see, I love little tiny envelopes. And then I just put this here as a pocket, so you could stick more things here. Beautiful. And who's this from? That's from Lawanda also, I believe. Bachelor. Okay, here was a little tag. I don't remember. I think this was in a little swap, you know, when you had a little box that you altered from the Dollar Tree plastic box, and that was from Cindy Wilson, I believe. Isn't that pretty? And then this is from Pamela Holderness, Gypsy Girl Crafts. Isn't that cute? I like that. So you could tuck little things in there, and that's sweet. So I love those things. Cute. Both of those. Beautiful. More pages. I did a little stamping. It didn't turn out real good. The ink, I don't know why it wasn't very dark. Here I added this, for an idea. And it's to make these little fold-outs from Pamela Holderness, Gypsy Girl Crafts. I like that. And that looks like an envelope, and then she stamped, I believe. Isn't that cute? So many great ideas. So I want to remember that. I also think Pamela Holderness, I believe, sent me this beautiful pocket here that has this wind around closure, and then oh yeah, and it has another one of these little, yes, from Pamela. I bought a journal from her, and that was her cute little thank you note. That's sweet. So I love that idea. Fantastic friends and ideas. So these were just ideas that I had that I took out of books for ideas. I made this little booklet, garden book, a couple pieces of lace and a button. And I just wanted to remind myself to make little booklets with scrap papers. So I added that in there. And then, let's see what else. Torn from a children's book. Here's the last. This is scrapbook paper. Here, This pretty scrapbook paper here. And then I had this tag that I cut with a tag die that I had. And then this was cute. I can't remember how I got this, but I like it. I love all the little elements. The heart, this, that hope. And then you have embossed. And another torn paper, and then this looks like handmade paper. And then some vintage music paper. That's so cute. I love it all. And I thought that went perfect with the colors in here. So that is my first idea book. I'm happy with it, and I can't wait to add more and more awesome ideas. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.